Hi, this is Doug Gallagher again, coming to you from my timeshare. We're going to talk this time about how do I get out of my timeshare. If you have a timeshare, you've had it for a long while, you used to use it at a great time, but now you're getting too old or the finances are just too rough or for whatever reason. Because we've been so hard hit, the timeshare prices have just basically gone to nothing. So you're not going to get the kind of money out of it that you had hoped, if any. But it is possible to get out of it, and that's what I'm going to try and help you with. First of all, you'll see the ads say, let us get you out of your timeshares. Some of those are legitimate, some of them aren't. Sometimes they could charge you $2,000 to $4,000 and then you never hear from them again. Okay, hopefully not. Especially if they're going to tell you that they're going to get $10,000 for it, some high price. Then you know they're snowing you. Okay, at least if they say, you know, you're not going to get anything for it, but we'll get you out, at least you got a half a chance. So don't, you know, for me, don't pay anyone up front, so you'll never see them again. That's everybody has their pitch. Every legitimate business, as well as every con artist, has a very believable pitch. So you really have to be careful. You could contact me, but I'm picky. I don't really solicit people coming to me, but if you have one and you want me to look it over, I buy 10 to 15 timeshares a year, but I usually buy them right at the beginning of the year, right after the maintenance fees have been paid. I don't charge you anything. I just take it over. I don't give you any money, but I don't charge you. I just end up with it. That's a fair deal. And so I'm a source, but I'm really picky because I end up with it. Okay, so I'm not going to take over just any timeshare. So I would, you know, you can try me, but the odds are I'm going to send you on to other things. Craigslist is my first advice, really, because it's free. You can run Craigslist ad in the area that your timeshare is in, and you can run it in the area that you're in. Also, technically you're not supposed to run 2 ads, but if it's far away, I don't think they're going to give you any grief. You can renew it every 2 days. If you were selling a lamp or a desk or something, you better renew it every 2 days, because you know, you go way off the first page down to real quick. 3 hours later you can be on the second page. But with timeshares, they probably only have about 20 listed altogether, so you don't have to renew it all the time. Once a week, once a month, something like that. It's free, so why not? You also want to have plenty of pictures. And if you just if you key in the name of your timeshare and hit Google Images, you'll see a ton of pictures. And you can just take those and put them in a file, a JPEG file, or whatever it goes into, I don't know. And then when you go on to Craigslist, it says, you know, you want to add images. You just go look on your computer for that file, and you just download them. You can get all you want just from Google Images. The next thing I would do is, the next company I'd recommend is tug2.com. TUG, the number 2.com. This is a grassroots, good people. They started because they were running into so many people that just didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go. And every time they went somewhere, they met a salesman who wanted to charge them thousands of dollars. Okay, so they came up with tug2.com, and basically it's just a swap meet. They only charge $20 to become a member for a year, and then with that $20 they give you about 30 ads that you can do every year. So you can run an ad for a month, and then run another ad, or run new ads for other things. You can Look to see what rentals you might want. You might offer rentals for your place through them, and it's all free until you've done all, used up about 30 ads. So that's the number 2 way. Number 3 way would be a very similar company called Redweek, and redweek.com is same thing, grassroots thing. The only thing is that it's $20 to be a member, but it's also about $20 each ad that you do. So for you just wanting to run one ad, and then not so much, except that when it expires you have to pay again. So it's a little bit more expensive, and the way I look at it is that if the Tug 2 is not charging you to run all these ads, and all it is the $20 membership, then I can run ads easier, so I can probably keep my price a little lower. So the other way I would say that you can go is eBay. You can find timeshares all over eBay for $1, free, $1. But buyer beware. When you see that ad, you gotta scroll down and look at the bottom and find all the real costs. Because let's say in a given timeshare, it would cost, the only real transfer fee, well, there's a county recorder fee, like $20. You got to do a deed. But when that's through, and they give a copy of that deed to the resort, they usually charge you a fee to change ownership. And most deeded timeshares, it's $100. Transfer fee, $100. That's all there is. But when you go on the eBay ad, it'll say transfer fee $400, and then it'll have escrow fee $400, and then it'll say some other sort of fee, it's just processing fee, $300. I mean, that's where they get you. They're really selling you the timeshare for $1,000, okay? Because all those fees are going to them, except for the $100, okay? So you're not getting it free. And many of the times they want the maintenance fee up front, so you could be up to $2,000 to get a hold of a free timeshare. So be careful of that on eBay, okay? Oh, the other is local ads. You can run ads locally in a paper where your timeshare is, or some of these weekly free timeshares like Nifty Nickel, Penny Saver, those kinds of things. You can run those ads with really not too much expense. You can't go too crazy on that, but you could give it a try every once in a while. And that's all I do. Okay, every year I buy 10 to 15 timeshares for free, and I milk them for the week. I trade it into the trading company. They give me 2 weeks for every week I give them. My first year I did this scenario, I bought 17 timeshares free. By the time I owned them, I traded them in. By the time I had traded in, I had 35 weeks available at the trading company. 35 weeks. And then I immediately ran ads in Craigslist to offer them free. And I was able to get rid of 16 out of the 17 that year. So I paid one maintenance fee, $633 in North Carolina. And that's it. But I made a few thousand on the rentals. I get them for free, I give them for free. I make money on the rentals. But because the way I do it, and I get the rentals for free, I rent the rentals cheap. So $5.95, $6.95, everyone wins in this, as long as I can get rid of them. So if I can just use Craigslist and get rid of 15 of them, or 16 that year, I'm sure you can get rid of your one, as long as it's a reasonable one. Now if you have a point-based timeshare and the maintenance fee is $2,000, well, then you're going to have to, first thing I do is talk to that company, see what they're going to do for you. Because it's just going to be really hard to give that one away. So, but with that, and if you don't have one yet, then make sure you watch all my videos so that you can go into this informed. You're going to buy the right video at the right price with the right maintenance fees to where this is a positive thing for you. You're going to, as long as you vacation once a week, every year, somewhere. As long as you do that, then you should be in the timeshare market if you do it right. If you're not going to do that, don't get a timeshare. Just rent them. So with that, I sign off. Please, like me and follow me and share with your friends. Anyone you know of that has a timeshare and they want to get more involved with knowing what they've got, have them take a look. Thanks a lot. This is Doug Gallagher signing off.